What's up? So, as you know, I spend most of my time managing the businesses, trying to help grow the businesses that are in my portfolio. Right now, we are at 37. Pretty soon, we'll actually go down to 36 because we have four businesses that are going to most likely be doing a merger to each. So the companies will kind of go down by two. And as we look at those different businesses out of the 36, 38, there are different opportunities. And I'm always looking for kind of three different types of opportunities. Number one is operational low-hanging fruit. I don't like, kind of just throwing things out into the wind and hoping that they work. I really like just the same types of investments that we make when we're doing deals. I want to be able to buy something that is an asset and take that and essentially know that this amount of returns should be coming in month one, month two, that kind of thing, and easily be able to do projections. So it's the same way when it comes to growing businesses. I'm not a very big fan of just testing out some new marketing scheme and fingers crossed that it ends up working out. I like sure things, and then again, like who doesn't? It's the old Warren Buffett rule of don't lose money. So when we're looking at deals and we're doing things operationally, that's the top level. The second level is to find opportunities within a business to go out and to create assets because in private equity we're in the asset business. We want to create as many assets as possible, and so I've done a few videos on just the mechanics of thinking through that. But in a business, a lot of times, you can take an asset, and it goes back to even this was very big in the 80s with large businesses, but you can take assets and split those assets apart and make those more concentrated assets more valuable. And we're seeing a time where now business might have a Instagram account. Well, an Instagram account that has no followers should be its own business. There are we have businesses right now that have large Facebook groups, and each one of those could be its own business. So we want to look at these assets and try to, number one, separate them, start to think about them like a business and make them a actual business. And, I want to talk about one business where that is the case and just a little bit of a different thinking for a lot of you that own similar businesses. And then the last one is what we're doing with those businesses that I mentioned that we're merging. So in some cases, it's going out and doing a joint venture where it's taking advantage of assets that are already there. The biggest mistake that most business owners make that are starting a business from scratch is that they're not leveraging other people's assets. And, it just comes down to everything you want, whether it's an audience, whether it's a product, no matter what it is, skills. Somebody else has a business that has those things. And so most people don't do a really good job of getting kind of a precise definition of what they need in the business. But once you come up with that very precise definition, then you're able to go out and find another business that has that precise asset, that precise audience, that precise database of customers, skills, and you to structure a deal using your deal maker's creativity with that person to create a win-win situation. And so the idea is that you shouldn't be building anything from scratch. So when I look at a lot of the businesses that we have, it's one of the reasons that we're going through mergers. But going back to number two And literally, I'm sending this video to my leads in this business because we had a call, and I realized, sometimes we're talking about the mechanics of, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and we don't break down like here is exactly why. Because a lot of times I'm on just back-to-back calls, and so that was like a 30-minute call, and we got through a lot. We accomplished a lot, but I do realize that I was talking to one of the partners after that, it's like, hey, like, I don't know if they understand the why behind what we're doing, and what a big deal this is. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Juan Valdez. I'm a big fan of this coffee. It's so funny. I come to Colombia and there's a lot of Juan Valdez's, but most people like Starbucks, which is like, for me, I'm like, dude, like, this coffee is so much better than Starbucks. So let's talk about this deal. And what I'm going to do for you leads is I'll give you this timestamp. So now we're getting it to the why behind some of what we're doing. So when you're in an affiliate business, and we've got a business that has a very large list, very voracious buyers, and we can do promotions for other people and make really great money in that business. And the people running that business are doing a great job on that. So what this allows is income. If you're just doing a promotion, it allows income that doesn't really cost you anything. You have the audience, you partner with the person, very great margins, and then you're not doing any work on the back end. There are two downsides to this. The biggest downside is that you're not in a position to upsell those people. So a lot of times, you'll get a commission on whatever the sales and upsells are in that particular transaction. But after that, they have your buyer, which is your most valuable, because the other people, they may get in some promotions, and we have worked on a solution to even this part, but they'll get just all of these random people. They'll get access to your all that data, and now they've got all those leads forever. The second part, though, is your buyers. Like, once they have that buyer, you get that transaction, and now they own that buyer or have that buyer with you because you still have them, but they have them forever. And so the way that I look at that is I call it pocket share. And I love teaching some of this stuff because it's not like a competitive advantage, because I just go out and do it in the business. It's not like I sell these strategies. It's more just like, hey, like, unless you happen to have an exact business that's competing against my business, then it just doesn't matter. But when it comes to pocket share, it's whatever they're going to spend in this particular niche, it's going to be shared now with this other affiliate that you sent your buyer to forever. And so all of those upsells, they're no longer paying you any commission on, but it's bigger than just not getting the commission. It's that you end up in a situation where when they sell that person the next thing that's kind of in your industry niche, or the space that you're working in, they're taking some of that person's money that they've got allotted to spend in this space. And so now you've got a permanent competitor for all of those buyers' pockets. The other thing that is the bigger issue for us as private equity folks is that you miss out on the opportunity to build an asset. So when you get that cash up front, you get that affiliate fee. That person has the product and the customer, and has a business. So you've done a promotion and you've made income, but the other person has built an asset and can sell that asset. And so, what we're working on, and kind of the plan in this business is we've got a lot of different things that are in these businesses. And it's to take some of those different pieces and really make those businesses. And more importantly, where we can, instead of finding an affiliate offer, it's trying to build a new business. and launch that business, because now we've got not just we don't have to share that pocket share with another affiliate person. We don't have to worry about the upsells. We don't have to, all of that stuff isn't there. But more important than that is when we get that $1, even if it's less money, because a lot of times the thing with affiliate offer is they are a well-oiled machine, because they've already done the testing. They know what to upsell. They know the copy that works, all that stuff. And so sometimes you may actually make less, even though you're getting 100%. If they're really good, you may actually make less. And even in that case, it's worth it, because you're building a sellable asset, a asset that you can borrow money in, an asset you can raise capital through, but an asset that eventually you can sell. And that's our goal as private equity investors. And so a lot of these different pieces, if you've got social media properties, if you're building a podcast, and number one, I've talked a lot about just the Joe Rogan deal, but that's the real value. I'm not a big fan of doing social media for the sake of social media. But if you're doing it from the standpoint that this is going to help my business, but also be a business, then that's really valuable. Especially if you've acquired a profitable business, you've got an audience, all that is there, and you start to build these things on top of it. So that is what's really exciting for me as we're working in my portfolio. I figured I would, since I was going to make a video for the leads, I would share this with everyone as well. And hopefully you found some insight. Be sure to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Like the video, of course, because why wouldn't you? And let me know any comments. What are your thoughts? What are some of the things that you're looking at in your business for growth? Thanks so much for watching.